What's up, everyone? Aaron Stelle here, wanting to give you the March 2025 WFG Advantage, so both the client and sales advantage. And as always, the whole goal with this one is to try to help our clients gain either additional listings or additional sales. But in this specific instance, it's going to be much more about the listing. So if I dive right in and share my screen, and we look at the sales advantage to get started. So there are a couple of things that are happening, and the name of this campaign is No Fools in April. And I realize it's March right now, but what we're trying to do is take into account some seasonality and some different things that are happening to where we can really leverage kind of the benefits of getting the house listed in this late springtime to get our clients the most amount of money, or the real estate clients the most amount of money. So our goal in the No Fools in April campaign is to look for all the people that are trying to maximize their sales price. And as we've seen and had in different conversations, that there is starting to be an uptick in listings, there's starting to be an uptick in inventory. And so between these two things, we're now starting to finally reach an equilibrium where there are now more price drops than we are seeing people get sales over their asking price. And so it's kind of a key thing in regards to timing to make sure that they are actually maximizing their benefit. So in execution, we do have a couple of articles that I pulled all of the data from in a couple of different places. The first one is this NAR article, and I will actually swap over to that one and show you. And this NAR article, if we're looking through it, is going to be something where it tells you a much more. So we had one from from Atom Data Solutions last year, but this year we had, or it's from last year also, but it's showing that April 14th, or the week of April 14th to the 20th, if I'll go over here to April 14th to the 20th, is on average netting people $30,000 more for their home. And this is a national number. So it could actually be higher in Portland. It could be higher, in the different periphery markets. So what I did want to do is, because it doesn't have a percentage like the previous stuff did, I wanted to look at some additional data. And one of the things I did is move over to this Redfin article, which is basically it's Redfin's housing market report for Portland. And if you notice, one of the big changes year over year is this home with price drops is up to 30.2%, which is a 9.3% increase year over year. And then homes that sold above average is it's still up, but it's 28.4%. So it's a smaller percentage of houses are getting above list price versus having price drops. And that's only up 2.2% versus the 9.3%. So those are the two articles that I used when I was building all of this stuff out. And what it really ends up doing, if we're going back over here to the sales advantage, is it gives us this leverage where it's like in almost every market, people are looking for the ability to get new listings and really take advantage of this spring selling campaign or timing, but also noticing that inventory is ticking up. And we are seeing that even here in the Portland market, where there's just more velocity starting to happen, where people are just accepting that this is our rate environment, this is our real estate environment, and if we're going to do something, we might as well just get it done. Once again, we're trying very hard, or I'm trying very hard not to really talk about rates. As they started to come down slightly, they were getting a little better, but there's not a lot going on there, and it's not quite to the point yet where we're seeing that actually shift market behavior, at least not what I'm seeing. So when this all comes together, what it's going to look like is, let me get you to the actual document over here. So here is the document. So it's, could you use an extra $34,000? As we're moving toward the end of the first quarter in 2025, there's some pretty interesting data trends. There are more homes lowering their price at 30.2% versus getting over asking, 28.4%. Secondly, if we look at the surveys and consider seasonality of sales, we're coming to the absolute best time of year to sell your home. According to the National Association of Realtors, selling during the period of April 14th to the 20th could net you an extra $34,000 in additional money. So, with this uptick in inventory, you want to maximize your home's value. We need to act quickly. So to meet this timeline, we do need to start now to get all of the paperwork done. 30+ days to stage your home, get it properly ready, create a marketing plan to maximize exposure. all of those things. So we did have one similar to this about a year ago that was based on some different data. It was based on an Atom Data Solutions survey. But this is one that I also think is valuable. That $34,000 is a nice number that actually does grab attention. And so when we get to the final part here, where we look at the actual client advantage, you'll notice that that we're using that large potential gain. We want to do a very specific timeline. So that's where the April 14th to 20th, I think, does grab some attention. This isn't a generic, like in the spring kind of a thing. So I like that window, which nets you that $34,000. And so that's where we can see the possible benefit in the contrast of lowering price versus getting over asking. With a text message, very simple. If I told you I could make you an extra $34,000 on your home, would you want to know how? Almost everybody's going to reply back and say yes to that. We do have a couple of social alternatives, and I think I have 4 images for you this month. So I have multiple options on what you can use for social. So you tie all that together, it really should help us get out to our clients and talk about getting an uptick in potential listings. So hope that helps. Really do think this is another very timely piece to go out. And as always, if you do have any questions, please do reach out. Just a heads up, I am going to be out on PTO for a couple of days here this week, but I will be back first thing Monday morning to get everything done for you. So have a great week, and I will talk to you all later.